start. Okay, on behalf of Camross Tidy Towns, we wish to welcome you here tonight to celebrate Heritage Week in our wonderful Poets Cottage. Now, I'm going to welcome people, but I can't see ye. I want to welcome Councillor King, who's here from Laois County Council, David Broderick, our Creative Ireland liaison person, who's over there, who will talk to you later. And I'm just going to say members of the extended Ryan family who are here tonight. And of course, Peter Dooley, who, just in case anyone needs to be introduced. Okay, so we are going to present a Heritage Through Art project where we celebrate the life and times of Patrick Ryan, our local poet. And then a bit of background. Camross Tidy Towns were privileged to receive funding from Creative Ireland Laois and work with Peter to commission the portrait that will be unveiled here tonight. The project background. Okay, we were attending a Just Transition information event in the new library in Portlaoise. It was organised by Regina Dunn, who is another lady working with Laois County Council, who introduced me to David Broderick, Creative Ireland liaison, over there in the corner. And we spoke about the Poet's Cottage and the poet. The seeds for this project were sown when he shared a slideshow of his earlier work, and I let David talk about that himself. But basically, his project is what inspired this here today. We spoke to Peter, and the rest is history. So bringing us here tonight for the unveiling. I'm going to now introduce Councillor John King here to say a few words. So thank you, folks.
Thanks, Joanne. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, it's a great honour for me to be here this evening. But I want to pay a tribute to a colleague of mine who was Michael Lorner, a great colleague of mine in the Laois County Council, served this area of Ireland, done great work for his people and his parish and greater area, and I always acknowledge the work he done. So I just want to mention that before I start. First of all, I'm delighted to be here as Desco Hill of Laois County Council in the Poets Cottage in Camross during Heritage Week 2024 to celebrate the life and times of the poet Patrick Ryan at the unveiling of his portrait. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Camross Tidy Towns for an invitation to me to be here tonight. I am informed that the poet Patrick Ryan lived in Camross from 1750 to 1825, and that this poet's cottage was built to replicate his home, a traditional Laois thatched cottage. The building being built by force at the millennium and now subject to an EU Just Transition grant offer of €256,000. That's no mean amount of money. By another group, the Camross Heritage CLG, towards its renovation and enhancement into a community cafe. We wish that the group well and they explore their options and feasibility of the project. Laois County Council, with financial support from Creative Ireland, awarded Camross Tidy Towns Group a grant to explore an aspect of Laois heritage. They joined forces with the local artist called Peter Dooley. They describe Peter as their resident artist. He lives here in the village and is apparently responsible for all the artwork visible in the new community park complex. Well done, Peter, for all the great work. You understand that David Broderick, who is present here tonight, we discussed the Creative Ireland project further, which I want shortly. Laois County Council are very happy to support Camross Tidy Towns with the Heritage Week plans to look forward to visiting the Poets Cottage in the near future for a cup of tea and to enjoy the portrait hanging over the fireplace. Go Rev, Mahagriv, Golea.
So now I'm going to call on David to say a few words. And David, this is his first time to Camross, so I'm just welcoming him to Camross and the Poets Cottage for your first visit.
Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Ronna.
David.
And thanks very much for inviting me here. I'm a Tipperary man, so that's why I stood beside the gun just in case. I'm a hurl here as well. So. No, thanks a million. Firstly, I don't want to take any credit for this. All the hard work was done by the community group here, Camross Tidy Towns, and Peter. My role is with Creative Ireland and Laois County Council. There's a fund that comes from Creative Ireland that is managed by Laois County Council, and it's just to let communities know about it. So the group just happened to be there present while I was explaining about the fund. Part of that fund is a Heritage to Art fund. So the idea is that a community group will identify some part of their heritage that they want to promote, protect, I suppose, and preserve, but promote it as well. And that they would marry with a creative. It can be, a number of different things. Some people put on plays, other people, create sculptures. But they are lucky enough to have Peter here locally to create this. I haven't seen it, I haven't taken a peek. This portrait of Patrick Ryan. Now, when I came to Camross first, I've heard of Camross in the past, obviously from its hurling background. And I got my own vibe of Camross when I arrived early this evening. And I can see there's a powerful community here. You can see by all the facilities that have been here. And that money is hard, as John said, it's hard got. It takes great community work, and also that the money that hopefully comes down the line from the Just Transition here to develop the cottage here as well. So a bit of luck, all that will unfold. So basically, I just want to say thank you very much, and I'm delighted to be here. The last thing I'll say is, just from talking to people in the room, I can see again that love of community, also that love of hurling and love of Camross. And just reading through Patrick Ryan's poetry inside, I think he was on the same hymn sheet as yourselves. So it's actually lovely to have his portrait unveiled here this evening. So thank you all.
So now is the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to call on Jeanette and Mary, who are representing Camross Tidy Towns, to unveil the portrait. Actually, hold on 1 minute. I catch this. Yeah. I catch it.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Lovely.
Wow, Peter. That is
And maybe we'll call on Peter just to stand beside it for a minute. The man. Okay. Isn't that fabulous?
That's amazing.
Okay. We'll just take a few photos, Peter, and then we'll get you to talk, if that's all right. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, right.
I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Not used to this sort of exposure, so listen,
You may get used to it.
Yeah.
okay, so anyone outside the parish, my name is Peter Dooley, I'm a local artist.